Hello, hello. I am so excited to be here with you on today. Today we have a special guest from SILAC Insurance Company. We have none other than Mr. Alex Voister. And today he is going to tell us what sets SILAC Insurance Company apart as an annuity focused financial partner. I am excited and delighted that SILAC has decided to be one of our bronze sponsors for the Attract Abundance Conference. And we're doing this interview in celebration of National Annuity Awareness Month. So thank you again for watching this live. If you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay, and let's go ahead and get this interview started. Alex, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh my goodness, you have a lovely accent. Where are you from, Alex?
Honestly, I'll make it up as I go. But originally from South Africa, Durban, South Africa. Moved over to the States 12 years ago, so about 2014. Moved across, came across for university. Did not think I was going to be staying around much, and then I met my beautiful wife during college. So now my wife and I, we have 2 kids together, and golden retriever in the house, and the whole American dream, quite frankly. And based in Salt Lake City, Utah, where SILAC is headquartered as well.
That's beautiful. Well, that's ironic because this summer I celebrate 12 years here in DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, and I moved here from Memphis. So cool. So happy 12-year anniversary.
There we go. There we go.
Lovely. So tell us more about your role with SILAC Insurance Company.
Yeah, great question. So first of all, really, I'm a relationship manager, whether that's directly with independent marketing organizations, IMOs, you commonly refer them to, or just advisors in general. I'm here to troubleshoot. The good, the bad, the ugly really comes through my way, and then obviously working with the team internally. And then obviously a lot of it goes along with product training and discussing what SILAC has to offer and the differentiated factors that SILAC tries to propose, and again, separates us from the rest of the pack.
Oh, lovely. Well, as an annuity broker, SILAC is definitely one of my favorites. My clients are very happy with the products that you all have to offer. And I love how you are very innovative and making sure that you're always making the products better and you are improving our experience as agents and financial professionals. So I have a few questions for you on today. I noticed that SILAC has decided to be in the annuity space and focus primarily on annuities. What advantages does that give to the company and also for the consumer to choose a company like SILAC that's only focused on annuities in the season?
Yeah, great question. Honestly, it comes back to the point that we just try to make back in 2018 when we pivoted to only doing, annuities, be it multi-year guaranteed annuities or fixed index annuities. And really, at this point, we really are dialed in on fixed index annuities. And from that standpoint, we understand that the straightest arrows hit the narrowest targets. So we want to make sure that everything that we do, we want to do something really well, not just a bunch of things somewhat well. So again, laser focused on fixed index annuities at this time point. And again, we want to make sure we have sustainable growth going forward. And with that, make sure we have really, really competitive products.
Yes, I love that. When I speak with my agents that I mentor and also clients, I love to say that you all are focused on being the best in class. And so you're focused on one area. And it reminds me of my first job, my first real job, which was Chick-fil-A. And Chick-fil-A is not out there trying to sell burgers and pizza. They're staying in their lane. So I love that. I love that. I talked to you earlier and shared with you that we have people who are baby boomers. We have people who are pre-retirees. We have people who are business owners and people who are new to learning about what to do with their newfound wealth, whether it's through an inheritance or they have grown their income past where their parents were. And so they're in a new class. And so they may not know exactly what an annuity is, or maybe they've heard of annuities, but they want to learn more. So can you give us some more insight on what in the world is an annuity and why should we consider adding an annuity to our financial portfolios?
No, great question. And again, people always hear of annuities, but no one really knows what they are. or how long they've been around for. But if you do some research, they've been around for thousands of years. Actually, it's incredible how long annuities have been around and been a financial tool. But ultimately, from the SILAC perspective, we look at it as a contract between an insurance carrier and the policy holder, where there's that protected principal growth or protected accumulational growth. But with that said, we do a fantastic job here at SILAC. Our aim of the game is education, whether it's for an advisor, whether it's for a policy holder, or just the general public, just to somewhat learn what an annuity is. So with that said, if you go into Google, all right, or if your cell phone next to you, because we all know we have our cell phones next to us, and you type in SILAC microsites or SILAC education, we have a whole microsite that's open to the public. We're not asking for any passwords. It's not password protected. You can go in and it's got all the information of annuities, the history of annuities, the purpose and how they fund it. I mean, from A to Z. I'll be honest, I use that site myself all the time. But again, it's open to the public, potential policyholders, advisors. And the way we've structured it as well, we want it to be 100% unbiased. So again, it's objective. It's telling you the facts of annuities, and it's not skewed in one direction or another. So again, that microsite, go in Google, type in SILAC microsites or SILAC education, and it'll have a whole annuity 101 course that you can run through.
Oh, I love that. That's good. I don't know if you know this. I'm a former educator. So we have that in common too. I actually have a master's in education from SMU. And so I'm big on financial literacy and education. That's good. Thank you for sharing that. One of the things that I've noticed is that SILAC emphasizes simplicity and transparency. How does that show up in your products and in your customer service experience?
Yeah. So one thing we always talk about at SILAC is the number one thing that people will say or advisors will say to clients or potential clients is, hey, purchase this annuity and you'll never go backwards. Now, we take that to heart. So all these other carriers, or a lot of carriers, I should say, a lot of carriers have fees implemented in products. So whether the client earns any interest in a particular year, they're going to be charging that fee. At SILAC, the unique experience that you're going to get with us and our products, that any sort of enhancements to a product that you may ask for at the time of that policy being issued will have a spread structure, which means we only charge a spread if interest is earned. So again, making things simple, making sure their client truly never goes backwards. And the only time a client's account value will drop or decrease is if they're taking a withdrawal and have money in their pocket.
Wow. That's amazing. I know exactly what you're referring to in terms of the money going backwards. Speaking of going backwards, many people are full of misconceptions. They have many misconceptions as it pertains to annuities. What are the biggest misconceptions that you encounter in the work that you do, or just hearing people be misinformed about how annuities work?
I think one of the biggest things is, people think that if they pass away or something happens to them, that the insurance company is going to keep their money. And that's obviously not the case, as you know. And, there's various products out there with various benefits. Another misconception that is that if they're on a certain allocation or certain strategy to grow their money and accumulate their wealth, that if it's capped, that the insurance company receives the rest of that money. And again, that's not the case. If there's a certain strategy that caps out or maximizes out with certain performance, the insurance carrier doesn't gain the rest of that performance on the market per se. Again, that's just based with hedges and all the rest and purchasing options on the market.
Good. Excellent. By the way, you all, as you're watching this, if you have a question, put in the comment section. We'll go back and answer the questions if the live is over. So please make sure you are commenting. You're letting us know that this is good and you're dropping your questions there. I'm glad you mentioned risk, Alex, because I have a question about longevity risk. And one of the biggest fears that people have now at different classes at different income levels is running out of money. So how do annuities help address longevity risk? In particular, how do SILAC's annuity portfolio and product line address longevity risk issues?
Yeah, no, that's again, great question. And it's obviously a concern going forward. But, from a SILAC standpoint, we make sure that our products are flexible in terms of duration. So you have your guaranteed period where you have to keep that contract or you honor that contract without any sort of penalties. So we have flexibility. So we have products from a 5-year, 7-year, 10-year, and a 14-year contract. So we have a wide range of products. Right now, where things currently stand with the investment yields, our yields are so flat at the moment that you'll see rates on our 5-year products almost as, if not the same, as our 14-year contracts. So again, what we can produce on our side in terms of yields and such and keeping things consistent, we offer that back to the clients as well.
Good, good. What are some of the innovations or other product developments that you're really excited about?
Yeah, no, great question. Coming back to longevity and securing a guaranteed income really is our Evolve and our Evolve bonus product line.
Love it.
It's really a fantastic product. I really enjoy these products, particular with Evolve and Evolve bonus. It's got what you call a 6% roll up, meaning that your income account that you start off with is going to grow by a minimum of 6% every year, up to 20 years. All right. So it's going to do 6% plus what the market does. Okay, so it's going to compound. And again, that's compound interest for up to 20 years. So if the market gives you a big old goose egg and gives you 0, you're still getting 6%.
Yeah.
All right. And again, coming back to the microsites that it's mentioned, with regards to education, we have a whole microsite dedicated to the Evolve product as well, where you just look up SILAC Evolve or SILAC Evolve bonus, and you'll have all that information and brochures at your fingertips.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So tell us more about outside of that microsite. What other things should our consumers be looking towards before they make a decision on where to move their money in this season?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, again, really it comes down to the relationship with the advisor. I mean, advisors have relationships with a number of insurance carriers, first and foremost. And that's really the responsibility and the relationship that the client forms with the advisor. And that's where that advisor would do the research on their end, which insurance carrier to work with. And quite frankly, there's a number of really, really good insurance carriers out there. And if they weren't good, they wouldn't last, quite frankly. So with that said, there's a number of good carriers out there. But really, I always come back to making things simple as possible. And that's, again, where I think SILAC strives. I know we briefly discussed that. But keeping things really, really simple on our end, making sure that the agent portal, if you're an advisor, the agent portal is really accessible. It's really easy to navigate. But then the same goes for the client, making sure that the client has access to the client portal to see where their funds are, see how their funds are doing. And again, making sure that that's at their fingertips.
Beautiful. Well, I am a little bit competitive and I do like seeing incentives. Are you able to speak about any of the incentives that you offer to great producers and financial advisors that work with SILAC?
Yeah. So with that said, we have a number, as you mentioned, a number of strong incentives from our side. And again, that's all going to be on our SILAC microsite. I don't want to spoil the details or go over too much in detail without you. I want everyone to be surprised when they pull it up. But again, look at the SILAC microsite and it's very, very strong. If not, they should definitely refer to you because you know how good that can all be.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I thank you so much for doing this lovely interview with us on today. And again, if you all do not know, SILAC has decided to become one of our bronze sponsors for the Attract Abundance Conference in October in Frisco, Texas. And so our theme has always been around money mindset movement, attracting abundance, and retiring wealthy. So can you give us 2 tips that anyone at any income level, at any age should do if they want to retire wealthy?
You put me on the spot there. But again, I think from a client standpoint, first and foremost, find an advisor you trust, find an advisor that's done their research, and look for an advisor that's proven their track record, right? The second thing, whether it's an advisor or whether you're a client, always ask questions. All right. So always ask questions. There's always answers to be told. But again, do your research, have that relationship, and again, just find a carrier like SILAC that's got your back.
Yes, yes. All right. Well, before we go, if you could tell us anything that we need to know to consider either partnering with SILAC as a financial professional, financial advisor, or if someone should look at SILAC as one of the companies that they want to maybe roll over their 401k, 403b, IRA, or set up a SEP IRA with.
Yep. So we have products that are simple, they clean, they don't have fees, meaning your clients, you're never going to go backwards if the market doesn't do well. You always zeros your hero, and we take that literally at SILAC. So again, we keep it simple. We have great service, and we're always reachable.
Good. Love it. Love it. Well, thank you so much, Alex. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed this interview. If you have any more questions, again, please drop them in the comment section. We want to give you the education, and I will also make sure I drop the links to the site that you reference so more people can go check it out. And thank you again for your support and partnership of the Attract Abundance Conference. Everyone, I hope you all have an abundant week, and I will see you all again tomorrow with another wonderful interview. Adios, everybody.
Thank you.